Yep, this is where we are. Let's begin previously on Alan Wake 2. Coming back to Raw Monday. God willing, everything should be working fine, and let's just forget about the past. Just prepare a really, really good Monday Night Raw. Okay? Because I'm coming. I want the world to know. Dr. Marmont. Mount. All right.
Agent Kieran Estevez requesting entry. I don't have time for this. This shouldn't take long, okay? You see anything? Radio me.
Roger that.
All right. I don't know what the heck this is. Let's have to find out, though.
The lake house was run by the research department. Research and investigations don't really see eye to eye. What they call science, I call a violation of Bureau protocol and human decency. Classic interdepartmental drama, your FBI saga, you know how it goes. Now, in retrospect...
Yeah, I know how it goes.
My low opinion of the research department may have clouded my judgment.
It's raining again. So, how are you? Holiday season, Hanukkah, Christmas. Kwanzaa doesn't count. Somebody just made that up because they just felt left out. Well, this ID card is very useful.
Agent Kieran Estevez, Investigations Department.
Federal Bureau of Investigation. No, of Control. FBC. I don't know, what...
Someone wants to check the individual carrying a firearm into a restricted government facility? No? Okay, well... It was definitely going in the report.
Looks like it's that time again, y'all, to read. Yeah, it looks like you guys are really enjoying Super Bowl. That's what's up. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I was Tyler. I was asking, from start to finish, when it comes to the general manager mode, because hasn't it been 10 years, and you have never lost? I don't know. Like I said, I thought it was longer. Anyway, but yeah, happy holidays. Fishing, swimming, boating. Redacted means it's taken back. Boating, canoes, kayaks, motorized boats, Use water for purposes water skiing. Paddle birding. Never heard of that. Redacted. 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 Date redacted. Redacted. Security report. I'm not talking about the redacted, but I guess, you know, I guess here you are in Alan Wake. Ascertain. Yeah, I don't even know what this is. I really don't know what they're talking about here. But, you know, as a federal agent, I guess you gotta do a lot of reading, huh? It's just, it's just a video game, but is that true? Do federal agents have to do a lot of reading? I don't know. I'm taking my time, looking around, seeing what I could find. So I'm trying to. What I don't understand is in this game, is Alan Wake in charge, or is Saga the FBI agent woman involved, like in charge? Because I thought I knew it, but this is what I'm confused about. Is Alan Wake, because Alan Wake knows Saga's life, and he wrote a story, and then his daughter's dead, and his whole kind of family changes. But Saga's like, well, I know everything. I know the truth. So then Alan has to change it. And then we talk about the darkness or whatever the whatever they call it. I think what's going on is they got Alan and fed him this information, forced him to write these things to destroy Saga's life. That's the only thing. That's the only thing I can think that makes sense. And initialization. Oh, I know why I don't understand what's going on, because this is a brand new part of a story I've never seen before. That's why.
That's handy.
Yes, it is.
An experiment. That bodes well.
You know, all this stuff is new, so this is about the lake house. You gotta look around.
Marmont's not here.
Everything's so detailed. You gotta look around.
Nobody is? I'll have to check downstairs.
Okay. The degree of Doctor of Applied Science. It is entitled to all the rights and privileges pertaining thereto. So if you ever, like, someone ever gets mad at you and saying like you're entitled to something, just show them.
Working on the lower levels.
Just show them your. Just show them your certificate. That'll shut them up. Get a research. Yeah, you guys right there. Looking like a fake Mr. Rogers. Mixed between a professor in college. This is usually where the head lifts up and well, I gotta go downstairs. You know, all this is just blah blah blah. I ain't gonna lie. Some of the stuff is just
changing passwords, huh?
So, if anything, the password would be right. It should be right here. September 09/14/23. Let's try it.
Damn it.
No. September 13th. Beginning of the password for my numbers that change daily.
That's not right.
Recode card. Let's see here. I'm trying to find a password. All right. Let's finish looking around. Let's see here. The Lake House Daily. I'm not even being honest over here. I'm not even being honest over here. Here we go. I'm gonna read this one aloud. Through extensive testing, the subject has been confirmed to possess an intrinsic paranatural ability that manifests exclusively during the act of painting. And paintings feature scenes or events events he would have no knowledge of. Even sometimes painting an event before it occurs. This effect has been proven multiple times and has been estimated 40 to 100% success rate. Note the lack of precision in this range due to the team's inability to prove that a painting's content will not be realized at some point in the eventual future. Researchers asked to reiterate the hesitance to publish any concrete statements surrounding the subject and his ability at this time, as the nature of the paintings and their supernatural effect have been exceptionally difficult to measure and quantify. I think that kind of answers my question from earlier. It says, where is it? No knowledge of. You know, it's like he just knows. It's just intuition. Sometimes it just, I don't know how that happens, but it just happens. Conclusion: the subject is suspected to be a class 2 para-utilitarian, although that's talking about Wake. Though additional testing, yeah, see, will be required to confirm this. At this time, his ability is not to be believed to leave a direct threat to himself or others and can be controlled. The nature of his ability is to show current or future events via the art that he creates, but the extent of his forecasting can not be determined by the researchers with any high level of precision. Unlike the art created by Alan Wake, there is no evidence that the subject's art is directly manipulating reality via the shadow's energies. The shadow. See, that's what it is. The shadow is behind it. Is behind this all. Whether Saga knows the truth or Alan Wake, is just intuitive. The shadow is the one trying to destroy them both, trying to destroy Saga and change her whole history and destroy Alan because he's the writer. So, man, what's the password?
Nope.
Man, come on. What's the password in the expansion mode in Alan Wake 2? Give me the stinking code, please. See, how am I supposed to figure that out? How? I would have never figured that out. Yeah, unlock the door. Dude, this game is so just cruise. I love the pace. I love I don't have to it's not just full action. There's a whole lot of story, whole lot of reading. I love it. It's just I love the pace. I guess this is the door I opened.
This should come in handy.
Security clearance, 01 key card. Absolutely. Thank you. Anything else? Nope. This is, what's her name? Martinez or something like that? All right. I guess this is the moment y'all been waiting for, right?
Hello, and welcome to another exciting day here at the Lake House. As I'm sure you know, I am Dr. Jules Marmont, and this is my wife,
Dr. Diana Marmont.
And together we are the heads of research at this facility. We want to thank you all for helping us break new ground in our study of Cauldron Lake.
That's right, Jules. But don't let our exciting work in threshold regulation and dimensional coupling keep you from observing the proper safety protocols?
You said it, Diana. We run a tight ship here at the lake house. So, always remember the 3 S's. Safety, security, and censorship.
It's a C. It's a C.
What? Yeah, that is the joke, Diana.
Well, it's a stupid fuck.
Wonderful joke, Jules. We'll see you down there.
Jules.
Yeah,
Have a nice
seems
day.
healthy.
See, I've been up here for like 20 minutes. Just doing nothing. Love it. Absolutely love it. Well, see, I would have had to get that code anyway. I also wouldn't have been able to go downstairs.
As soon as I got in that elevator, my bad news detector started going nuts. Estevesta team, something's going on in the lake house. I want all nearby agents to... Oh, shit!
Ah!
Agent Estevez, what's your status?
I'm okay.
Breach detected on sublevel 5. Staff should seek shelter immediately.
We have a situation in the lake house. All agents converge on the facility now. Belay that order. Shit.
You know, this reminds me
A
of...
threshold event had hit the lake house. Now, it was the Marmont's problem. Our mission was outside.
See, this game has done something a little interesting. Because, you know, the Matrix is all about bullet time and slow motion, but see, they're not taking this game. They're actually using the ideas and the story. Because look, you get out the elevator, everything's normal. Now look at this. This is not like the
Where's
Matrix.
The elevator?
See?
Okay, priority 1, get the lights on.
See what I'm talking about?
Standing around in the dark near Cauldron Lake, they're not smart.
You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's like the Matrix. Because you got the normal, and then you got this. Ugh!
What the fuck was that?
I guess I gotta set the mood, huh? Lights! Oh, God. Which is why I purposefully wait till it's dark to play this game. Gotta set the mood, right? Alright. Alright. Oh, God. Alright, it's clear over here. That's a save. That's a save point. Who we got here? So the good news is I don't have to like link up pictures and stuff. See? Link. Paintings. Nursery rhymes. Okay. Nursery rhymes. There's no. Hold on. Nothing. Alright, I'm gonna look around everywhere. What's this? Is that ammo? Yeah. Apparently I'm gonna need it. Gotta bust a cap.
Dr. Darling. Okay, he doesn't do a damn thing without power.
Alright, so let's look for like a fuse box or something. The power working. Okay. Oh. Dude, any sound, it's just like, hello. Batteries. Flashbang or smoke, whatever. Trauma pad. No power.
Okay. Power core receiver. Plugging a core in should get the lights on.
Okay, let's go this way. So far, all clear. All right, let's check in here.
That is not a regulation FBC weapon.
What gun?
Can't open it from the side. Jules's key card could be useful.
Where? Office.
I wish they'd make these things lighter. The way I saw it, there was only one way out. Identify the source of the event and contain or eliminate it. Now, good news, I just had to keep going down. Bad news, the elevator liked to disappear.
God said that there be light.
At least the elevator's back.
Find a way to get the key card and a gun by exploring the facility. Get to the experiment site on sublevel 5. I gotta get back on the elevator. So that the light's back on, that means the elevator should be back.
Need a higher clearance key card.
Alright, I'm gonna go back in here first. Double check anything may have.
Can't open it from the side.
Oh, I see. Alright, this room is clear. Okay, I gotta go to the right. Okay. Let me see. Let's see about this room. I don't think I've been in here yet. Yeah, I didn't go in there. What? I didn't go in there. Why didn't I go in there? I don't know. Well, the computer's on. I did go in here. Here we go. Oh yeah, we gotta go downstairs. I don't know where the elevator is though. It's just disappeared. Two to 3 weeks. Excuse me. Oh, yes. Boom.
First off, a huge thank you to everyone here.
Movie time.
The Lake House has made amazing strides in researching the AWE here at Cauldron Lake. Great work, team. I wanted to come in person so I could check in on the latest work. I won't get in the way. It's not our view, so no reason to be scared. Do you hear that, Dr. Marmot? While I'm here, I want to focus on the relationship between the Shadow and the AWE site of the lake. The theory that the Shadow even originates from the dimension this threshold is tapping into is compelling. Eventually, I want to understand how this dimension manages to convert subjective elements like art into objective reality. What are the constraints of this phenomenon? Can it, say, create altered items or even objects of power simply by manifesting them via a piece of art? These are the things we need to know to accurately classify the shadow. I mean, that name is not very scientific. I mean,
the shadow.
So, any and all proposals are welcome. Anything testing art's effect on reality by using the shadow's energy is preferred. To find answers, we'll first need a lot of data. No wrong answers. And when I return to the oldest house, I'll take back anything we end up with to run against a classified project called Hedron to build a comparative data set. I wish I could tell you more. It's a very, very exciting non-physical forces impact. Sorry, I really can't. It is.
It's called The Shadow. That's the name of it.
You can come visit. We'll have to get you clearance, of course, but maybe that can. You know what? I don't want to take the entire day talking. So, the shadow represents a whole new area of research, and I couldn't be more excited to start digging in. It is a great new world, people.
It's called The Shadow.
The Lake House's research went way beyond studying Cauldron Lake's threshold. Playing with paranatural forces, it never goes well, Saga. This is exactly why we lock up people like Wake.
See, Wake didn't do anything except make a story. So I think yeah, like I said earlier, I think it was the Shadow that told Wake about Saga, and in turn changed the story, and so on. Just no elevator. Okay, I'm a little lost. This is okay. That it's moved. Now this is blocked. Dude, they don't die.
Good. Be a flashbang?
And to load. Just use all my ammo. That's why it's saved. Because they knew it was about to go down. Yeah, I'm like, okay, why has it got to be so loud?
If you can understand me, I am an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Can't open it from this side.
How do I get over there? I use a flashbang.
those things?
Wait. Hold on. God, maybe I can come back up. I just don't want to miss out on that thing. Hold on. Let me look up real quick. So, as I don't want to miss out. The lake house. Let's see here. Hold on a second here. No, you're too popular. Let's see here. Okay, she is. Just got the key card. Okay. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, that's good. Saw all that. Okay. Well, I guess I ain't missing nothing. Okay. All right, it's cool. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything. That's all. All right. Well, I guess we got to go downstairs, huh?
Access denied.
Okay, I guess we got to. Let's just hold on a second. Buckle my shoe. 3, 4. Shut the door.
To the shit you see in this job, but you can learn techniques to adjust, to function. Take 6 deep breaths, then get to work. Find the source, collapse the threshold.
Mirror, please hold. Please hold.
No, where am I?
Hold. Please hold.
What is that?
The painting.
If you can understand me, I'm an agent of the Federal Bureau of Control. I can assist you if you take no hostile action against me or any action that can be perceived as hostile. Do you understand? Well, I'll be damned. So what kind of entity are you? You can speak. That means you probably imprinted on a person or retained some of your former self's information. Previously human, maybe? Okay, I can work with that. I just had an unpleasant encounter with some other painted individuals. Any relation?
1,000 painting shoes crowed.
What does that mean?
Paint no brush, a self-portrait.
Okay, hey, calm down.
Firing his eyes and hands and bones.
You need to cease all hostility right
Ah!
now.
saw it coming or not.
Really pissed
you
off.
know.
Good news. It didn't try to kill me. Baby steps.
All right. I need a higher clearance key card.
Angry living paintings are not typically on the Cauldron Lake bingo card. Something different was happening at the lake house, and I couldn't let it escape. Bright Falls didn't need this particular cherry on its already shitty sundae.
Sublevel 3.
Page development. Gonna bring it down. So listen, imagine this is real life and you're coming down here, right? Now look, there's no light, so it wouldn't be very bright. Okay, that would actually shine a little bit. So I'm just trying to match what it would really be. Sometimes it's just like you need to better the light because it's just too bad.
Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Jules got funding from the bureaucrats. Cooperation led to respect. Connection. Then after a decade of hard work, the happy couple were promoted. Co-heads of research. Their first years at the lake house were good. Challenging, but not insurmountable. Not for them. Gradually, thoughts fell into their heads like drops of dark water. Why does she get all the credit? Why does he get any credit? With that, a crack formed in the lake house. The Marmonts and their work became arrogant, erratic. The crack widened and the water seeped in. Diana and Jules Marmont had once been a team. Rising stars in the Bureau, both talented in their own way. Diana innovated and Rudolph Lane stood back from the canvas. He didn't recognize the piece. Did he paint this? His mind was foggy, unfocused. He knew the Marmonts were putting something in his food. A man in a white coat came to steer Lane back to his cell. He did not resist. He was too tired. He lay on the bed, but the stench in his cell wouldn't let him sleep. An acid stink. The turpentine. The paint. It was all over him. Years of it. 1,000 paintings. 1,000 more to come. A putrid weight he could never wash away. Cold hate simmered below the mist clogging his thoughts. Hatred for the paint. Hatred for the brushes. For the Marmonts. For himself.
September 12, 2023. Notes regarding a page of an Alan Wake manuscript I found in the archives. I checked the records, and this page is not in our inventory. I believe it manifested inside the lake house directly. I won't be filing this page. It'll just send Jules into a panic. The page is written in Wake's usual style, so I can't say for certain if it's being literal or figurative when it calls us monsters. But what's interesting is that the page indicates that a painting succeeded in linking Cauldron Lake's threshold with our facility. Writing has always been the clearly superior avenue of research, but I never considered that the writing itself would dictate a different art form as the catalyst for our success. I cannot accept that. I can't allow Jules to stumble his way into success. Not after the years of work I put into this research. I got word yesterday that 2 writers are visiting Bright Falls. I will beat Jules to the finish line.
Good old-fashioned work competition. Ty Gibbs. Big boy. My man. Young man. How you doing? Can't wait to see you live again. Affect reality with the same consistency as Mr. Lake's writing. Automatic typing device. It's like laws for computers. Yeah, they're trying to understand what the heck's going on so they can stop it. Maybe they can. They're trying to. It's like trying to sign someone's signature that's not your own. Like forgery. There it is. That's the word.
Had let the lake in, but the water could not flow. It became trapped, stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled here. The art was not art, just content for the experiment. There was a crack in the lake house. The Marmonts had let the lake in, but the water could not flow.
Kind of reminds me of Michelle Pfeiffer.
Stagnant, went bad. The truth was controlled.
What's that movie?
Art was not art, just content.
Michelle Pfeiffer and Harrison Ford.
Typewriters. Please don't let this be what I think it is.
Jesus.
As you know by now, typewriters and Cauldron Lake do not mix.
No.
In a room full of them, all clacking away. 100% bad news.
We walk in this room, just it's all quiet for a second. It's another empty box. Well, looks like there's only one way to go. Automatic, yeah, that's what I just see. That's why you got to read this stuff. See, that's the automatic. So that machine is trying to write Wake stories based on how he would write it. I would have known that if I hadn't read it. I ain't gonna lie, it's nice to like apply it, because you be reading this stuff, it's like, okay, it's like, it's just, what is this? It can be any use to anything. Typewriter brand investigation. Automatic typing device, that's what it stands for. I just read that earlier, but anyway. Don't think so. Yeah, can't get in there yet. At some point I should be able to revisit these areas. Go ahead. Dr. Diana, that's the wife. How does Wake, wherever he is writing this from, get his information? See, that's my question. And that's where the shadow comes in. The shadow, it's like the devil's watching you, talks about you, and uses somebody else to do his dirty deeds. I cannot believe that the scope of Wake's ability goes so far as to have dictated my entire career at the FBC. And if it did, would it matter? Even if a person knew their life was being driven by an external force, would it change their nature, their behavior, their personality? So you know what that says? Wake. So, I get it now. So everything that's happening to these particular people's lives actually happened, but Wake is changing it. He's being possessed by the darkness to change people's stories, and or to make stories out of them. But they're changing the life of the person, and tragedies happen. Bad things are happening. So yeah, everything's true, but Wake is changing it, and the shadow is the one behind it. Wake is just an innocent victim of circumstance. He's being used, and he can't. He needs help. We got to work together. Whoever the stories are being made out of, and also himself.
Shit.
All right now.
I can never say no to extra firepower.
That's Git right there. All right now. You ain't gonna just give me a shotgun. It's like getting, you see, it's like getting paid $1 million. You know, there was AEW had $1 million match.
Spatial recurrence.
Then I thought to myself, why are they fighting so hard? But then I realized, what they were fighting for. I said, oh, okay, well, that makes sense. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is I got this big shotgun. I'm definitely going to need to use it very soon. See, that's the machine we just saw right out there. I mean, I like I love the connections you can make. It's pretty cool. Anyway, okay. See? Anyway, the automatic typing device will produce writing. Oh, we just read that. Yeah, we just read this. It's nothing but a repeat. Oh, wait a minute. It's because we've been here already. What the heck?
This contrived overlap rebounded on itself. An urban legend and a murder in constant imbalance. Cause and effect. Arranged wrong, the dream logic flawed, the feedback loop doubled and redoubled, out of control. The pressure kept building, looking for release.
Going in circles. That's okay. I love me a shotgun. Greg Biffle, dead. Family, dead. Pilots, dead. So, we don't know what happened. We gotta wait a minute so the investigators can investigate, so we can understand, if this could have been avoided, if it was a issue with the plane. We don't know yet. I've been watching jail documentaries. Yesterday I saw it was on. It was about 60 Minutes documentary, and there was this mental patient in Rikers Island, New York, Rikers Island Jail in New York. They threw him in the hole, and he literally rotted to death. They watched him rot. And when I saw that just scarred my faith, my love, and my hope that I had in the jail cops. It's like, dang. Jail, prison, they're two different things. I guess that was I don't know if Rikers Jail's a prison or a jail, but whatever it is, that definitely scarred my, definitely scarred the heart a little bit. I was like, nah, I spoke so well of you. And that's what happens sometimes when you just are watching these documentaries and stuff. You just get too deep. And when you get there, you don't know, there's two things. You don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what you're going to see. And you're not going to like it. So sometimes I'll just cut myself off before I get there. But I didn't do that this time. Got too deep. That's how it goes. You don't know. And then after you know, it's like, I wish, I'll give you one. I was watching documentaries on crocodiles and hippos and stuff, and it got to the point where it just got getting too nasty. Because, for example, the hippos, when they talk about their feces and how they flip their tails, and that's just makes me sick thinking about it. And then the crocodiles and the alligators, they'll eat baby alligators. It's like they eat their baby crocodiles and alligators. I'm just like, okay, click, you gotta turn this off. I saw something on TV where people going through sex changes. I'm talking about surgical sex changes. I have never seen anything so disgusting. That was the worst thing I've ever seen to this date. I've seen some nasty stuff, but that was by far the worst. I've had to do some effed up stuff. Now that I'm thinking about it, I was in a shower, locked in it, forgot my water shoes, couldn't get out, and then I had to take a dump, so I had to go in the shower, then I had to clean it up, with my hands. This is a true story. This is real life. I know you guys don't live, but I have, and it was the worst. It's then the part 4 of this female jail documentary was about people in jail or in prison who were innocent. 2 people were in there for murder charges that they didn't commit. This one girl, she's like, I'm in here for murder. I'm like, okay, did you do it? And then somebody said to her, well, I mean, you don't belong here. I like you. It's like they the people in there know. It's like you don't you didn't do nothing. Somebody's messing with you. So many people are guilty, and then it's like there's just that sprinkle of innocence, and they get treated no different than someone who's guilty. They get the whole treatment. No passes. Will the wicked be judged with the righteous? Yeah. Yep. Forever? No. But temporarily. There will be some, yeah. And then most of the people in there were in there for drugs. And even if they committed a crime, they were on drugs. Robbery, whatever. They were high. And I'm talking about meth, heroin, crack, coke. I'm talking about oh my God, whatever else there is. Some people were alcoholics. Alcoholic and then alcohol, and just drinking alcohol are two different things. I definitely don't drink to get drunk, but some people do. Have I ever gotten drunk before? Lando said he got drunk. I was like, well, why was that such a shock? Because he said, I remember him saying out of his own mouth, I don't drink. So obviously that must have been something very, very, very special. It must have been a very, very, very unique event for something like that to happen. So, and then I think to myself, if that's with women, then that's with men too. They're just high. And if they ain't high or drunk, they're just crazy. Some people are just crazy. Just good old-fashioned psycho. And then you got people, this is a change of subject, then you got people out there who will you got people who want to hang out with some 12-year-old, right? And the guy's 40. And then they're talking online, and apparently there's sexual conversations going on, but the person on the other line is not a 12-year-old. There's another person over there, probably 50, 60 years old, and then they don't work for the police. They're just, vigilantes. And then they meet up with these people, and then they try to incriminate them. So you try to, and then instead of meeting with that 12-year-old, some 50-year-old guy shows up, is like, hey, and then another guy with the camera, and then they got their little crew, and then they surround you, and then so you trying to do? You trying to hang with some little kid? You trying to hang with some little 12-year-old, huh? What you trying to do? Have such little kids, something? And then the other person on the other end, they just always freak out. I was going crazy. Tell us the truth. To go call police. And then cops usually come. They try to get them arrested. And I've seen other people. There's just be 10, 12 people around, and this one guy again just try to meet up with some 11-year-old person, boy, girl, whatever. And there's 10 people who show up grown-ups, and they'll just beat that person up. You know what I mean? They're just. That's what people are trying to do with me. They're trying to treat me like that. They're trying to act like I'm that guy. It's like, really? Oh, really? I'm talking as a man, as a person who's telling the truth. Prove it. If I have done wrong, prove it. But if I've done no wrong, why are you hitting me? That's what Jesus said. And that's the truth. You are making these accusations against me. Prove it. And when you prove it, then you can whoop my tail. Until then, you can't just make stuff up because of what I've done in the past. And then what's funny is It's like, it's not even worse. I'm not even going to talk about it because it's a waste of breath, of my breath. That's, and then the same person, and then those 12 people on whom they, you know, want to beat up because they think this person was to have sex with some kids, which they really don't. And like the majority of them do not. That's not true. They just like to hang out with kids. That's all. And, you know, to tell you the truth, it's the other party that is enticing it because they're lying. But anyway, freaking, that's what's going on. People are trying to play. People, I'm just tired again. So that's why lately I have ended all these games. No, I'm not playing anymore. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see it. I've dealt with none of it. And it's been great. I just don't, I am being very, very careful where I'm going. I'm very careful what I do. Everything, like I said, it's not hard for me to do what I'm doing because all I have to do is think. You know, you took all my kids away from me because of your prejudice. You took everything away from me. The cops, everybody to this date. It was only a short while ago. My mom wants to bark at me because I didn't eat some stinking food she bought. I'm like, Ma, I didn't know. Okay? So how about you cool your little jets? Barking at me about nothing, you know? I just can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I can't do it anymore, yo. I'm not going to wake up every day to 24/7 battling. I can't do it. I can't. I won't. I don't want to. I refuse to. 24/7 fighting? Whew, fight forever? Nah. No. You fight forever. I'm going to fight temporarily. I'm going to fight. But, you know, I have been working my tail off for peace in my neighborhood. I've been business and peace. Those are the two words. There it is. Business and peace. I have money, which means I want to do business with you. And I want to make sure it's good business. How's business going? Very well. Still got some more business to take care of. Peace. I have to talk to like heads of companies. I have to talk to the managers. I have to talk to you. We need to talk. I'm working to do business with you guys, but you guys play. You play. You're playing. He's 20-something years old. You know, you said I was 20-something years old 20 years ago. 20 plus 20 is 40. So I don't know how you can continue to think that somebody, you know, and that's another thing. I'm walking around with information that nobody else has. And then when I try to give you the information, you reject it because of what you see and what you think, but you don't know the truth. I told you, no, we got to talk about this because this is important. I have told you that I told you to look at my hair as proof of my age. And every single person tells me that kids have this. But I know in the Bible that it says that it is attained by living a righteous life. It is a crown of glory. A child is 5 years old with white, gray hair, right? But what the heck is a 5-year-old attained? That's not biblical. So something doesn't match. Something doesn't mix. So I really had to get inside my brain and think twice. I said, this doesn't mix. And I saw it for myself. I saw some bright-haired children. But I said something like, but What is it that's different? I know what's different. That's not white and gray. That's blonde. That is what you see is the blondest hair you will ever see. You can't get any blonder than that. As a matter of fact, it comes on black people. Excuse me. Black people's hair, when it turns white, if it's turning that's white. It's actually blonde. If it's turning white blonde, it's brighter than it's not even yellow. It's, you know what I mean? It's like yellow, but it's to its completely end of the spectrum till it gets to out of yellow. That's what it is. Gold, yellow, whatever, blonde. That's blonde hair. So don't you ever, and I'm telling you, I'm warning you, I'm telling you, if I show you my hair again and you give me that trash, you know, I think life is so interesting because it's not like it's isolated. It's everywhere. I tell the cop in jail that what I just told you. They told me what you told me. And then I'm in Walmart, the same person says the same thing. And then I bet you if I come online and you were to talk to me, you would say the same thing. Oh, kids have that hair. As a matter of fact, more than one Walmart. How many times have you told me that my hair is not what I have earned and attained? How many times? How many times you gonna look in my face and tell me how old I am? How many times you look at the number 98 and think that's the year I was born? How many times? When I keep telling you see what I'm talking about? Every day, I'm repeating myself. Oh, he's 20-something years old. Okay, I'm 20-something years old. Because you say so, you know what I mean? Not because that's the truth. Well, why 98? I don't know. Can't sometimes it just be something that's just made up? I just picked a number. You want me to be honest? That's the truth. It is no significance or directness or anything behind the number 98 and its original capacity. There is no connection to anything. There's no relevance to anything. Nothing. I just needed a number because the special K was already taken. So I needed a number. The first number I chose was 97. Now it's 98. That's it. It means nothing. It's been created into something, sure. 98 as a racer in my F1 car, 98 as a basketball player, maybe even 98 coming soon on a soccer field near you. Maybe. But originally, it's nothing. So how about you stop attaching something that doesn't exist? It's called lying. You're just making stuff up. I was talking to my friend Raymond. Yeah, we know you're 18. We know you're born 98. Like, dude, you don't know who I am? Let's say somebody who does know who I am. Well, then let's talk about my friend Gavin and Jesse. They know I'm not born in 98. They know me and they acknowledge it. They're not lying on me, saying I was born in 1998. I was to be in my 20s, and you just keep on with the same old thing every single day. You wake up knowing the truth, but you just and I think again that's just kind of where it gets down to. You do it just because you can, not because it's anything for real. You just because I can, because I can. It's like, yeah, I think that's definitely one thing, if not the whole thing. You just can, so you do. You know, I was born in 98. I thought you were. Yeah, well, stop thinking and listen to me when I'm talking to you. How can my hair have been like that since I was 15 years old, when I didn't get it until I was in my 30s. When I was in my 20s, my hair was jet black, and then the hairs that are now gray and white were not straight; they were curly. Now my hair is all straight. I got these straight hairs, and it's so cropped up you can see it from a distance now. It's like when it was in the beginning, you couldn't see it. Now you can see it well. And then I got new grays coming. Now I'm got it coming under my chin, just sprouting out. A little bit here, a little there. Now they're coming on my chin. You just don't want to give me my flowers, do you? You just don't want to give me the respect that I've earned. You know what? I'm gonna stop talking. If I keep talking, I'm gonna start cussing. I'm gonna start cussing you out. You know what I'm saying? Let me just stop, yo. I gotta do shotgun. And I think I better go before I just start, because at this point I'm just gonna cuss you out. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna play some more basketball, I guess. Finish this season. I want to get my 115th championship in NASCAR. I'll wait for NASCAR 26 when I can use the race cars, the 5-gear, 750 horsepower NASCAR on a road course. I want that. That's what I want. I want that on a big course, and of course I want how much more? Like 100 horsepower more, but if I can any way I can weasel my way back into NASCAR, because I want to drive that car. I want to drive that particular generation car with more power, and I've never gotten that experience, and I want that. So that's something I'm looking forward to. But yeah. You just don't want to give me my flowers. You just don't want to give. I just have to go and I have to, go over the, just what did I say the other day? Dress rehearsal, and what's the other one? Audition. I got audition every single day that I can drive. Every day I gotta drive. 114 championships later, I still haven't earned your respect. My hair, it is a visual representation of a man who has lived a righteous life. And when you look at his head, you are looking at royalty. And you choose to damn that? So let me get this straight. You don't respect your elders? Drew, whenever you can, lay somebody out with a claymore for me, please. Because y'all are acting up. MJF. Let's see if you can win back your championship. You know what I mean? The devil. Well, The devil can get injured. You know, you put it, you know, really? Yeah, let me go, because like I said, if I don't, I'm gonna probably just gonna cuss you out. I don't want to do that. So, I'm gonna go now. Goodbye. Have a nice day.